This is a Simply Raw news report, cutting through the noise. Now, let me give you the full scoop, straight from the Simply Raw news desk. This story's got layers like an onion, and it stings just as bad. 10 years of marriage, and the husband was playing two roles, one at home and one in the shadows. But the truth is like bad cologne. It lingers. When Dina, age 28, caught a whiff of something foul, she thought it was the trash at first, then the fridge and leftovers. Turns out the leftovers were her husband, Lou Blackwell. As a nurse, Dina knows infections don't lie, and the smell, well, it wasn't coming from the fridge. It was coming from him, an infection he ignored, just like the truth. She confronted him, and he pulled the classic denial card. But guess what? The phone doesn't lie either. Messages from Wallifer were the nail in the coffin. She didn't just confront him about cheating. She laid it out. Man, you got to get your health in check and stop living in denial. In the end, he had nowhere to hide. He was caught. The truth always has a scent, and she sniffed it out. She was concerned he may have infected her and had to get herself checked. And she found out she was right. Because he waited too long, it caught up to him, and he is now in critical care. We'll be following up on this story and more. I'm Veda reporting. Back to you in the studio.
Good evening. Coming to you in the studio from downtown Dream City Park, I'm your news anchor Terrell Fairplay with Simply Raw News, where an apple a day keeps the deception away. A local doctor's office became the center of attention today after a sudden surge of walk-in patients transformed the clinic into what some are calling a pop-up emergency hub. The incident began late this morning when several nearby businesses reported employees feeling unwell at the same time, prompting dozens of people to seek care simultaneously at Within Normal Limits Health Clinic. In minutes, the waiting room filled beyond capacity, with patients lining the walls and even spilling just outside the entrance. It went from a typical day to something we've never seen before, said a receptionist. One minute we had a few scheduled appointments. The next we had a crowd asking to be seen immediately. Doctors and staff quickly shifted into high-efficiency mode, triaging patients, setting up temporary check-in stations, and converting administrative areas into additional exam spaces. We just focused on keeping things moving and making sure everyone was safe, said one physician. It wasn't panic. It was organized chaos. Witnesses described a surprisingly calm atmosphere despite the circumstances. Patients reportedly helped one another fill out paperwork, shared water, and even kept track of who was next in line. It felt stressful, but also kind of cooperative, said one patient. As everyone understood, we were all in it together. While officials have not confirmed the exact cause of the sudden wave of illness, early indications suggest it may have been linked to a localized environmental factor or shared exposure among nearby offices. No severe cases have been reported, and most patients were treated and released. City health authorities are monitoring the situation, but praised the clinic's response. They adapted quickly and handled a high-volume situation with professionalism, a spokesperson said. That likely prevented unnecessary strain on emergency services. By mid-afternoon, the influx had slowed, and the clinic began returning to normal operations, though staff admitted they were still catching their breath. As of press time, folding chairs remained set up in hallways, and a handwritten sign on the door read, "Yes, we are still open. Yes, it's been a day." Officials continue to investigate the cause of the incident, while residents are being advised to report any similar symptoms and seek care if needed. This is Terrell reporting for Simply Raw News. Back to you in the studio.
Good evening. Coming to you in studio from downtown Dream City Park, I'm your news anchor, Zariana Exu with Simply Raw News, where we drill down to the truth, no numbness, no sugarcoating. A local dental clinic is under review today after a routine procedure took an unusual turn when a piece of equipment malfunctioned, startling both staff and patients. The incident occurred late Tuesday morning at Rufus Tufus Dental, where patients in the waiting room reported hearing a loud pop followed by a brief loss of power in several treatment rooms. According to clinic staff, the disruption was caused by a malfunction in a dental chair unit, which triggered a temporary electrical issue affecting nearby equipment. Dentists were forced to halt procedures mid-treatment while the situation was assessed. It looked dramatic, but it was handled quickly, said one dental assistant. We made sure every patient was safe first, then worked through what happened. One patient reports that the staff stopped, explained everything, and made sure she was okay. Her only concern was whether she'd still get her free toothbrush. No injuries were reported, and power was restored within minutes. However, several appointments were delayed or rescheduled as a precaution while technicians inspected the equipment. Experts say that while rare, equipment malfunctions can occur in high-use clinical settings, and protocols are designed to prioritize patient safety above all else. City health officials confirmed that they are aware of the incident, but emphasized that this appeared to be an isolated technical issue and that there is no ongoing risks to the public. The clinic had resumed normal operations by early afternoon, though some leery patients admitted they were keeping a closer eye on the equipment. As of press time, staff are reportedly double-checking all systems and reassuring nervous patients that their next visit would be significantly less exciting. This is Ariana Exu reporting for Simply Raw News. Back to you all in the studio.